like that.
Well, hello. I thought we were live. I messed up.
I thought we were live too.
Hi, everybody. I don't know. I just did not hit the go live button. It's been that kind of day, Shelly and I were just saying. So, hello, welcome. I already turned my camera down and it's like, oh, there's no comments. There's not much happening. Why?
Glad that I looked up. We were just kind of talking to ourselves for a second.
Hello. Charlie, you can't be right here. No. Not going to work. You cannot be right under my elbow. Go lay down.
I have such a mess on my table. I've been doing the Snow King today, and so I have all of this that is Snow King mess and big Snow King beside me over here, and try to fit in watercolor. So
so much art, so little time.
So much art. Hi, Linda. We're glad you're here.
Oops, sorry. I'm going to share the link just in case. I try to remember to do that when I first post this thing, when I first create the stream, but I guess I didn't do that this time.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Dolores. Liz is here. Liz, I can see Gladify Designs. Yay.
Oh, good. She updated it. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Yay. Do you guys like chipmunks? Well, Liz, you just did a chipmunk. Your chipmunk was gorgeous. I loved it.
Really cute.
This is a more kind of, what would you say, whimsical, cutesy.
Yeah, cartoony little friend.
Yeah. So I'm going to trace mine. I haven't traced it. We can have this one in the background over here saying hello, right? She's already got hers traced. Hey, Lori.
Hello.
How you doing, girl?
It's okay, Liz. I'm just happy we can see you.
Oh, no. Yeah, it doesn't matter, Liz. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, let me turn this on. So did you guys grab the drawing guide? Do you want me to do the drawing guide with you? Should I go through all the little steps? Let's see what they say about that.
Yeah, that's up to everyone. I just traced mine today because it's been a crazy day.
Oh, has it? I had some craziness, and that's why I'm kind of discombobulated getting started with all of this. I had some bank issues. I've just been buying so much stuff, and with the art retreat, there were some things on my credit card, like big things that are usually not there. So it was like, I went over my credit limit. Hello. So one of my Adobe software payment didn't go through. Oh, hello. Yikers. But it's all straightened out now. The good folks at Chase are very, very helpful. They really do give excellent customer service. Dolores says this little fellow is so darn cute. Should I do the drawing guide, or should I just dive right into the tracing, you guys?
My vote is dive in. It's getting dark here sooner, so
okay, we'll dive in.
So my chickens the door is open, and I don't want something to get them as it gets dark.
Oh, it's like already dark here.
Still a little light here, but it's been rainy and yucky here today.
Now I'm going to be worried about your chickens the whole time, Shelly.
I thought about not letting them out because it was kind of rainy, but they were insistent.
How do they insist? Do they squawk and stuff?
They just stand at the door when I go down there and like act all excited, and then I feel bad, so I let them out. I usually let them out. They have an outside run, a fenced in area, but then usually in the evening I let them out into the yard so they get to peck around in the grass and hunt for stuff.
To peck around.
We had a great big hawk in the yard yesterday, so I was telling them to be careful.
Chicken hawk, like the cartoon?
This was a big hawk. I would imagine it was a red-tailed hawk or something. I'm gonna try to turn my camera down, see what happens here. Like I said, I've got a mess. Snow King is over here being worked on. So
I always feel like getting the eyes in right is of ultra importance. So I start with that. What do you guys start with? What do you start with, Shelley?
I think I have my eyes wonky on him, but I'll pull him together as I go. I usually start at the top. If I'm doing a tracer, I start at the top. If I'm drawing, I like to start with the face. Because if you don't have the dimensions of that right, then you're messed up.
I had a girlfriend in high school that would do this the nose and the cheeks like this and create cute little animals all the time. So this always reminds me of her. The cheeks. I don't know why.
See, mine's all like, he has like a sideways mouth, almost like this side isn't filled in enough.
Did you do anything to customize yours? I love how you come up with your little personalizations that you do.
I didn't today. Again, just kind of a crazy day, so I kind of just went with it.
Went with it? Okay.
I did get some sepia paint though.
Burnt, what kind of sepia? Oh, sepia. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I think that will be good for this guy.
That's true. And the tail area, that really dark area there.
Yeah.
You got to have some good darks, you know? And you can always make them lighter.
Got to have the darks to make the lights show up.
Yep. That's what they kept saying to me in art school. Make your darks darker. Make your darks darker. That's all they would really say. Make your darks darker.
My art teacher would always say, locate your darkest dark and your lightest light. Once you find out where that is, then you kind of have the roadmap of where to go. It's funny how those things kind of settle into your head. You think about those all the time.
Yeah, you hear your teacher in your head.
Yeah, yeah.
We had this really great life drawing teacher at the American Academy of Art, Mr. Parks, and he wore a white doctor's cloak with the pockets. And he'd walk around with his glasses halfway down his nose. And he was just beloved. He was like, oh, I wish you were my dad. You know, he was just so wise and kind and just a great person. And they named a wing of the school after him.
Aww.
After he died. He was up there in age, even, when he was an instructor. But they make the best instructors, don't they? That's the good thing about being an artist. It's okay to be old. You get better as you get older.
That's true. That's true.
There's no ageism with being an artist. The older you are, the better you are.
Liz, I can still see your name. That's fun.
She had to change devices. Hey, Michelle. Why did you have to change devices?
I think because her business profile was showing, but that's okay.
But that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Whatevs.
Whatever. We're just happy you're here.
Whatevs, man. All right. So there is my tracing. Gotta get myself situated here. Turn this off. Get this out of the way. I've got my water. I got some brushes. Oh my goodness. All right. Put the lights back on. Oh, that's a little glary. That's a lot of glary.
Kind of funny how all the little things are just hard when you're filming stuff.
What the heck? That looks crazy. I see yellow on it.
You're doing great, Liz.
I guess I'm going to have to outline it with my little marker. Did you do that already?
I did, yeah.
So if anybody has any questions about the about this guy, let me know. I do have a photo of this in the packet. If you yeah, it's in. Is it in the drawing guide version? I think it is, isn't it?
I can't remember. Let me pull it up and see.
I'm sorry. My brain might be in the final packet. I don't remember.
So many things. Well, thankfully, Dana let us know that the link wasn't working earlier. It was working on my computer. Yeah, the finished piece is in this, just the example of the colors.
Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah. So I had to use some really small brushes for this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm used to using, you know, a 1/2 inch flat, a 3/4 inch flat, you know, stuff like that. That doesn't work with something this small. You just need little tiny brushes.
Liz, you said you were busy in the studio today. What were you working on? Seems like
Yeah, I was curious about that too.
Seems like I should know. I remember Liz talking about something that she was working on.
Let's see. Do I want to? I don't really want to outline this stuff. I think I'm just going to outline where I know I do have darks and more of a contrast. Of course, I'm probably going to change my mind and come back in and change it later, but that's okay. I'm allowed, right?
Of course. I outlined my whole thing, so.
And today I drew some Christmas stockings, so that'll be what we do next week.
That's fun. I haven't seen those yet.
Yeah, well, that's what I started to make when all hell broke loose with the Adobe software and payment overdue. I'm like, what? I should not have a payment overdue.
It's not fun when life explodes like that.
Life gets in the way of our fun.
Yeah. Liz says she finally got resin poured on the custom pumpkin piece she did, shipped 2 orders, and then started cleaning. Liz, do you mean cleaning up in your studio or just cleaning in the house? I need to clean in the house. Don't do it, Higgins.
Does he hear Charlie?
I think so. Hey, that's enough. I know.
Sorry.
I have him locked in here, so he would hopefully not do that, but you know. I feel like I haven't painted in so long. Why it's funny how that happens.
Oh, so he can't go upstairs and get into trouble.
Yeah, he's pretty good about not getting in. Well, generally, he's pretty good about not getting into trouble up there, but if he hears anything, he'll just bark and bark and bark. And since it's raining, I expect that my husband will be home sometime during this process. So, Higgins, gosh.
You said the D word. Is that well, you said
Something.
my
Yeah,
husband. You didn't say the D word.
he's just so dramatic. Well, he heard our doorbell, our ring security
Oh
door.
yeah, that's what sets Charlie off too.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
If it's
what
just
it
a
is.
tree, yeah, if it could be just a tree
Yeah,
limb that moved and it sets off the thing and he thinks somebody's at the door. Yeah. It's like,
he's
no, it was just the tree moving. We
he's
need to reset
convinced.
that camera so it doesn't do that. Michelle says that her studio looks like a bomb hit it. Oh no. You must have cranked out a bunch of work. I'm so happy to hear you're back in the swing of things.
Why does it seem like just as soon as I start something, it's like
Poor Higgy.
an explosion of stuff in my. And it's different when I'm filming it because then I want it to be, kind of in here where I can film and it's just craziness.
Okay, so I have to think of it differently with doing watercolors, huh? Well, you're just painting dry, wet on dry,
Uh-huh.
which is your
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
It's your favorite thing to do.
It's pretty much how I do
Pretty
everything.
much, I think this whole thing could be that way, actually, right? Okay, so I misted my watercolors, but now they've dried, so I'm going to mist them again. And I wanted to show you guys, this is the watercolor that I did on a panel. And then I added some glass and resin to it. So it turned out pretty cute, right?
It looks amazing.
So, if you get to where you're pretty quick with watercolor, this might be a great way to bang out some art, for Christmas or whatever. Teresa says, I turned off my doorbell in the house. Yeah, I can totally understand that. And then here are two other of the animals that we've done recently. Sorry for all the glare. This one I used a silver chrome paint pen on the bottom there. Can you see the sparkle kind of sort of?
Yeah.
Those dots. And I also used the silver chrome paint pen on his antlers. And it's hard in person, you can tell. But anyway, that turned out pretty nice. For these little details, I used a tiny acrylic, fine point acrylic pens. And then here's this guy. These were all done in acrylic. And I love the splatter. So, you can do these too, right?
Yeah. Did you do the watercolor? I know you did one watercolor on wood. Did you do that one on wood or did you mount that one?
This one I did right on the wood.
Yeah, I knew you did one. I wasn't
Directly on the wood. Yeah. Okay, so let me get a little brush. Here's a really little brush. And maybe another one. What size brushes are you using?
So this one is a number 10 round.
Oh, wow. That's a biggie.
Yeah, but it's got like just the teeny tiny little point that you can kind of get in there.
Good, good, good. All right, let's see what colors I need to mix up here. So, I got my browns, my Downtown Charlie browns. Let me get rid of this green. I don't like it. I don't want it in here. Get out. Get out of here. I'm being silly. Okay, this is a really dark brown down here, right? Yeah. Might be a little too dark. And then I've got this brown. I need to, well, that made it too green. Let's get rid of this.
Michelle, my brush is the Artegria. I got this whole set from Amazon, and they're very reasonably priced, really a nice set of brushes. I really like them a lot. I mean, like, really, there was so many. Yes, let me get you one.
Arteza makes nice products.
This one was one of the set. Look how big it is. There was also, let's see. This dagger brush in that set. There's a cat's tongue brush in that set. Does everybody know what a cat's tongue brush is?
Yeah, I do.
Yep, there's the cat's tongue brush. It's a fun brush to use.
Color is too greenish.
Some flats.
You could even use mascoid on this one, you know, or else come back in with white around the eyes.
Yeah. I like to come back in with white. I'm just not a big fan of the masking.
I'm not either.
So that set, there are 10 brushes. They are $24 about. Pretty good price. There you go. So masking, I don't have mine here beside me, but it's basically kind of a rubbery substance that you can paint on. It protects that area of the paper wherever you paint it. After you paint, you can come back in with a rubber eraser and lift off that the masking to reveal the white paper underneath. Or if you painted it with a different color, it protects whatever is underneath of it. Yeah. It's, I don't know, I've tried it and I just don't.
It makes a really sharp edge, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Which is difficult to deal with all those sharp edges later on.
Yeah.
It's not ideal, but a lot of watercolorists use it, you know.
To me, it ends up feeling just a little bit unnatural, a little bit,
That's
I don't
true.
know,
I agree.
contrived a little bit.
It does look that way. Yeah, I agree. So I'm using yellow as my lighter color.
Yeah, I put a little bit of yellow ochre in mine too. I kind of liked that warmer yellowy color. Yeah, Lori, I thought that you had said you got that set. I really like them a lot.
What, the brushes?
Yeah, that Artegria set. I got those quite a while ago when we were just kind of first talking about diving into watercolor a little bit more. And I'm such a, I don't know, I love brushes.
So right away I try to soften any edges. You kind of get a feel for what might cause you trouble, you know.
I always worry about trying to paint in the eyes with watercolor, trying to control that, those fine details. But honestly, it's that way with acrylic painting too. The eyes are always the part where you kind of tense up or where I tense up. The thing about watercolor is you can't go back in and fix it as easily as you can with, with the acrylics. You just go back in and paint back the other way and it's fine. We all of us have that Artegria set. I love that. They should be paying us to market their product.
This might be sepia. I don't know. I've got my color chart somewhere.
Around here somewhere.
I kind of stopped using it, you know. It's like just took too much time to look at it and figure stuff out. I'm like, I'm just gonna roll with it.
I just got kind of used to where my things were pretty quickly.
You don't really need to know exactly what color it is, you know.
Yeah, just a basic idea. Thanks for joining us, Michelle. Have fun watching the game.
Phyllis, they're playing. Oh, wow. Yeah, have fun. That's amazing. I didn't even know. That's a big deal. Okay.
Amazon affiliates. I think at some point, quite a while ago,
Did you look into that?
I filled out something. I don't even know.
I had the whole Amazon list thing and it was so complicated. And then it's like pennies if you're it's just it's not worth
Yeah.
it. It's not
Yeah.
worth it.
Michelle, you guys like the football too, right? You guys are big sports fans.
It's life or death.
It's funny how when you're watching your team, it becomes like you get like really pulled into it. I think I'll give my guy a striped hat like Aggie's. I've mixed so much blue paint today. I guess I was like hooked on blue. Just went back to that.
Hooked on blue.
Hooked on the blue paint. Liz says her dad has become a huge Patrick Mahomes fan. And Patrick is just awesome. What an awesome guy. Lately, I've become a Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift fan. And I know that gets people going, but I think it's the cutest thing ever.
Are they a
So,
couple?
well, I'm guessing. They sure seem kind of smoochy face and holding hands a lot. So, bye, Michelle. Have fun. Good luck.
Bye, Michelle.
Higgins. It's just Charlie. Hey, it's just Charlie. Leave it alone. No. So Liz, what does your daughter think about the whole romance thing? I kind of think it's adorable.
How old is Taylor Swift? Is she like in her 30s now? Is she still in her 20s?
Yeah, so I think both she and Travis Kelce are in their 30s now. But she's been coming to Kansas City to attend the games, and of course whatever she's been wearing has been the talk of the town, and lots of pictures of her reactions to different plays that happen, and it's pretty funny. I've never been a huge Taylor Swift fan.
Me either.
But she seems to be just adorable. Travis Kelce's mom is in the suite where they're watching, and she's, you can see them talking and enjoying each other. I just think that she's just seems amazing. Higgins.
think he heard Charlie walking.
He's like, he is on it now. He's just laying back there with his low kind of, I really want to bark, but mom said not to. Funny when he tries to control himself. Yes, you need to ask her. I'm dying to know what she thinks.
Does her daughter, why would her daughter know?
Because she's a big Taylor Swift fan.
Oh, just as a fan. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, does she work with her or something?
That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
I just feel like it's a lot easier for me to do this in acrylic, you know?
Watercolors are just different. They're just a whole different beast. Yeah, the concert outfits are a huge thing. We're getting ready to go see Pink in concert on Friday night, I guess. I kind of wish we didn't have tickets, but we do.
Make outfits.
But I didn't make outfits. I guess that's a young woman's thing to do.
Oh, is it? Okay. Make an outfit?
Well, Taylor Swift is very fashion forward. You know, I can see that how the girls would be like making something that kind of matches to wear with your friends that is something like what Taylor Swift would wear. I saw some of the pictures from Taylor's concert here in Kansas City, and wow, she had some amazing outfits that she wore. My husband is very into concerts. I could kind of take it or leave it, honestly, but
Why did he pick Taylor Swift?
we didn't go to Taylor Swift. We are going we're going to go see Pink.
I was thinking about Taylor Swift so much.
Yeah, we didn't. I've never been a huge Taylor Swift fan. I think she's great. I just am not a huge fan of her music, but Amy is 35. Yeah, well, that's still young. She's still young. She just texted me. She's obsessed with Taylor and Travis. Of course she is. Me too. Every week I'm like, is Taylor going to be here? Show me Taylor. And all the football people are like, we just want to get back to football. Can we forget about Taylor Swift? No.
Uh-oh, I smudged my tail.
I'm going quick tonight for some reason, Liz. I feel like every time that I paint with Aggie, I'm much slower than she is. For some reason tonight, I'm racing through this one.
You are. Looks good.
Hey. No. Lay down. That probably hurt people's ears. Hey, no. Higgins, come. Come here. I'm going to put you in. What is your problem? Come here. Come. Come here. Over. Higgins, that is so loud in this little bitty room. Come here. Lay down. Lay down. I think he's doing what you were talking about the other day. He's understanding that it has to be that time of day for the one who shall not be named to be home.
Exactly.
I overthink too, Liz. The nice thing about these kinds of little paintings is it's a little bit of a doodle. I don't have to feel like I'm, I don't have a whole bunch invested in the paper or the paint. I can just kind of relax a little bit and have fun. But I know what you mean a lot of the times, especially when we're painting because we have an order or a commission piece, it's easy to stress about it. It's fun to do some little pieces for yourself sometimes where you just get to be free and loose and not worry.
I think you have to do that. Yeah, I think you have to nurture your spirit that way.
I always worry when I'm live because I think, what if I really goof this up? Debbie asked, don't you have to wet the paper first? There are lots of different techniques with watercolor. You can do a wet on wet. I like to do wet paint on dry paper. So it's just really about kind of finding your style, the way that you like to paint. But there are different effects that you can get. So maybe for one of our lives, we should just, Higgins! Maybe for one of our lives, we could kind of show, what does it look like if you do, wet on dry? What does it look like if you do wet on wet?
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Liz says, that's why I painted the chipmunk over 5 times. Yeah, but I mean, wasn't it a revelation to you as you did each of those paintings to kind of see the things that you were learning and how you improved each time? I like watching as Aggie prepares for classes. She'll, paint a little bit on the tracer to try out some different things. Higgins! No, I don't know what is wrong with them. Hey.
They hear things we can't hear, and it's so weird sometimes, right?
Hey, usually he doesn't do it down here though. I love that your husband gets involved in the process, Liz. That's fun to have that support. Yeah, Debbie, it's a different Higgins. Jeez Louise. Relax, lay down. Oh,
Higgy.
what is your problem? It's a different kind of a thing. It's I'll hold mine up. It's got a little bit of a shadow on it. I want to come back in and do some finer hairs here. It's a little bit too stark there, but I like to let it dry and see how it looks after it's dry. That kind of lets me know where I need to go back to. There's Crazy Dog behind me. Come here. What's the matter? Don't eat my paper towel.
Higgy.
Hi. Can I have a kiss? Hey, Higgins. Don't bark. Give me a kiss. Hey, give me a kiss. That wasn't a kiss. He's like, I know, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Is it time for supper? I know. Can I have a kiss? That was a kiss. Good boy. That was a good boy. That was a good boy.
He want to give you a good kiss.
He's such a kisser. His kisses are aggressive. You're gonna be ready. When he comes in for a kiss, be ready.
It's like, watch out.
He's got no finesse. Everything is gung ho. Forward ahead.
One speed, and it's fast.
He is. It would be cool if you didn't put your nose in my watercolor paints. He loves to eat my paper towels after hey, and not that either. What are you doing? He's gonna knock all the pearls off of the Snow King Nutcracker.
Uh-oh.
They're not glued yet. I feel like this shows way different in person than it does on the camera.
Yeah, that's it
funny.
happens to me too. Yeah. That's why, if you take photos too, we can see it better in the photos usually,
Yeah, definitely.
We can see all the things.
Look at him back there. He's like just listening for what trouble he can get into. I'm watching you.
Watching you, Higgy.
It's going to fast back. I hope you do try it one of these days, Debbie. The watercolor is, there's just something really relaxing about it. I don't know why, but I like that it's it's easy to clean up.
It's quick, yeah.
You don't have to open up a bunch of tubes. You have everything out on your palette. We've shared the colors that we have on our palette. I feel like I still have 3 spots left on my palette, but I feel like I kind of have every color that I really need. So it's real quick. Pop it open, spray the watercolors down to kind of activate them, and you're ready to go. And honestly, for most paintings, I've said I love brushes. I don't know. There's something about a cup full of brushes that makes me happy. But for most of the watercolors that we've done here, the 10 round that I was just using is perfect. Even on these real small pieces, if I was doing a bigger piece, I think we did the we did the bigger 9x12 pumpkins. And for that one, it would, it's nice to have a bigger brush, but you can grab one brush, a little bit of water, your palette of paints, and you can have fun and just relax and paint.
We're going to do this on the retreat too. It's going to be fun. Some watercolors.
I have to remember to pack mine. Don't let me forget.
Oh, yeah, right.
The nice thing, Debbie, when you decide to try it, there'll be a bunch of different lessons that we've done here on the YouTube channel that you'll be able to go back and look at. I loved the watercolor pumpkins series that we did. By the end of that 3 or 4 weeks that we did that, we were really pumping out the pumpkins. It was like we
were pumpkin pros.
We were getting all, but it's, you get more comfortable with the subject that you're doing, and you can just do it faster. Thank you. They really are so fun.
I made his fluff ball a lot bigger than it was.
Fluff balls have a way of doing that. Growing. Watercolors have a way of doing that. When you're with watercolors, they can kind of,
everything gets bigger.
Yeah, they can kind of go crazy if you're not careful.
I'm almost done. Yeah, and I like doing really kind of just single layer, see how much you can get done in one session. And like Shelley said, come back to it when it's dry and see where you might want to add, another layer, a little more dimension or whatever.
It changes a lot when it dries.
It does. Or you can come back in and add whites, which is probably what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
On this one. Because now everything is wet.
Yeah.
Let's see. I might have one. Let me go grab this card, a pumpkin card. They all sold, but I have one left.
So I think the thing about watercolor as you get started doing it your first couple of times, I think that the thing that I try to tell myself, my hair is a disaster. The thing that I try to tell myself is to kind of sneak up on it. So start with your lighter colors, gradually build into the darker colors. It really is all about controlling the amount of water in your brush. So I always have a paper towel in my hand to kind of dab off some of the water before it goes down onto the piece. But it helps with even your acrylic paintings that you do, just kind of the brush management. I always kind of think about practice with the brushes being, you just need those miles on the brush. So it's great practice.
So I don't know if you can see, but I added this stuff from Ranger. It's basically, I outlined it with this embossing pen, this distress embossing pen. And then you basically pour the embossing powder over it and shake it off back onto a styrofoam plate. I like to use a styrofoam plate because then I can fold the styrofoam plate in half and pour the powder back into the container, the excess powder. So then you take a heat gun to this. You've probably seen videos of that, right?
I love embossing powder.
I love what that did to these pumpkins. It made them so So cool. It's not really showing up on camera that well because I have it in a thing. But it's the final details that you can add later on. We should do that. We'll come back next week and add those details in with you guys.
That'd be fun.
Sometimes it's just the outlines that you can add with a black permanent pen. Or, you know, like I say, this stuff, or even a little bit of what are those little glitter pens called again? Hold on.
Aggie has so many things. She asked that question. I'm like, I don't know which one.
Oh, jelly roll. You heard of
Oh,
jelly roll, right? So this is a white glitter. It's not real strong, but it's enough for something like a watercolor. Like if I wanted to just put a little bit of glistening white in his eye, I could do that with this, you know. So anyway, we'll show you the details next week. So be sure to grab this tracer set or drawing guide, whatever it's called. I think it's called the drawing guide. Sorry. And then next week, I'll give you a really quick preview. Like, really quick preview.
All you get.
Really quick preview.
Those are fun. That was my first view of those. I hadn't seen those yet either.
Yep.
Fun. Fun.
So there's different sizes too. So yeah. That'll be up next week. And we are leaving on our retreat. So I'm going to try, maybe I'll advance film it and put it up or something, or we will. I don't know. We have to talk about that. Start planning for the time that we're going to be away, how we're going to handle some things.
So many things.
But yes. So it's 7 o'clock. We did pretty good tonight.
We did good.
We didn't go crazy long.
The chickens will be proud of us.
Yes, the chickens are like, yay, mommy.
Yay.
You fed them already, right? They eat all day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're not like, when's she going to come out here and feed us?
They won't eat after dark. They can't see. So they're all already up on their roost.
Ah, okay.
Thanks for joining us, Liz.
So here he is. But there's and you know what? There's a little smudge down here. I could probably fix that with some Pro White paint. And I do want to mention again, a lot of times the watercolors that you see have been heavily edited in Photoshop. I'm just saying. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that don't do that, but for sure, when you see it as an illustration or on a tea towel or on a pattern for fabric or something like that, those have been heavily edited and perfected in a digital software to make them look just right.
Yeah.
So
you could also put just a ground behind him, just a little, a little shadow underneath of him that would take care of that probably.
All right, friends, thank you so much for hanging out with us. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, I wish that you would do that. Join us every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. We're going to be going into doing, like I say, some Christmassy themes. Boy, it's going to be November already. Can you believe it? So, and these are Christmassy. They got little winter hats on, but we're going to actually have, like the Christmas stockings and other things like that. So I hope you will continue to join us.
Join us. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks, everybody. See you soon. Bye.